We have everything we need. We are created to want. And humanity is having all its problems because of wanting. Because we learn not to want at a very young age. What you want is like the connection, the link between us and our creator has been diminished from the moment we are able to communicate with one another. The moment we are able to understand language, that power is been and being taken from us. That is the reason why history is repeating itself. Like whatever 2 hour interview that I just watched by Greg Braden, right? The AI, all the chip and everything. It's like they're looking at humanity and they're like, okay, but they don't care. Because right now, I feel like there's no difference between animals and human beings that are working 8 to 5. It's like, oh, they're supporting a family. Da, 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 da. I know, I understand that. Yeah, they're supporting a family. They have to work. They brought that to themselves, right? The reason why they gave birth and everything is they are. I don't want to say they are trained to think a certain way because yes, we are all are, but like right now we live in a generation where information is everywhere. Music lyrics are changing. Artists' appearance is changing, right? Like rappers don't look like rappers anymore, right? Like it's you can see the change. But I think the problem starts when we want. I talk about this in my first book, I believe, a small section, right? We are taught from a bit like at age 4, you start to understand already 5, right? And it's like, oh, now you start to see and recognize that the pattern. Whenever you want something, you get in trouble, or whenever you want something, you don't get it, and you don't like the feeling of not getting what you want. When you grow up, you start to treat wanting in the same way. You want something, unless it's like okay by your surrounding, you won't go for it. Meaning, when I had that deep wanting to understand what spiritual awakening was, I lost all my friends. I lost everyone, right? Like, that wanting is what brought me here. Look at how far I've come. Yeah, self-doubt, are you hearing this? Look how far I've come. Look at where I'm at. I'm literally sitting down where I say I want it to be. Literally. Am I where I want to be now? No. I am, but like, do I still want to remain here? No. Why? Because you're wanting change. Now I have upgraded. I wanna move to Paris. Now I'm ready for that Eiffel Tower view apartment of my first apartment. You know, like where kids experience at a very young age and become dull at a very young age. We're supposed to experience having your apartment, living by yourself, being alone. All of that should be like in our 30s, but we have been trained and been living like still treating lifespan like it used to be. We are now living up to age 80, 90. That is a long time to live. Your body is gonna give up after 90, 80. I mean, give up as in I'm actually team, age doesn't make you old, but it's like uh what I want to say, we are rushing. It's like I feel like between age 35 or 40, depending how mature you are, but at 40, whether you like it or not, it will hit you. Mature or not, you will be dull. You don't have to be mature to be dull, right? And I think the reason why we're not living the majority and the most important, because it's like we're not, what I want to say is that The younger you are, that's the time you're supposed to be taking advantage of yourself, your body, your mind, your connection, your drive, what you want, everything. But in my generation, we stopped living. By the time we graduate high school, we already have kids. People already like just settling down, like already just going to the 8 to 5, and like lost their I don't know, legitness, their youngness, their youth. They lost it. Like, what the fuck is happening? Right? Because of how we were wired. Okay, before the internet, alright. That's why I'm like, I write about subtract the first 15 years of your age. It's not like coming from that shallow thinking. Really, like, really, right now, where we're at, the more we are advanced and the more we understand our surrounding, we're supposed to upgrade our thoughts. What does that mean? It means what used to be beneficial might not be beneficial right now. People are still treating reproduction like as if it was just the Bible is just now printed. I mean, published, where the part that said "Bizu tabazu midrina mulan." Man, that was long motherfucking time ago. That message, like, we are living outdated messages. Like, what the fuck, right? And to begin with, we don't even know if the Bible is like 100% true. It's mysterious. It's very provocative, I tell you that. Now, I'm going to a Christian university. I'm reading the Bible. It's like fucking psychology. It's the greatest book that was ever written. I agree. But like, what was written then, shall it apply now? That's what they wrote back then. Okay, those people have also. We have also. Might be part of the writers of the greatest books that ever been written on earth, right? Like the philosophers. I know, I believe that I am an incarnation of a philanthropist or a humanitarian or a healer, something of some sort. But like, in the learning and the writing, and so like generation after generation, we're supposed to upgrade. Like, we're supposed to have fun. And how many of us really have fun? Not many of us. But we're meant to. Because if you are taught as a 4-year-old, follow what you want. I want a toy. Okay, I'm sorry, honey. I don't have the money, but keep wanting it. Because you have the power. That, like, teach them their relationship with God. Like, teach them the greater value of a relationship is with their creator, with the unknown, more than yours. Because if you teach them your relationship as a parent is more important than anyone, I think the reason, like, I think I am at a place where I actually no longer regret my childhood and my mother. Like, it was perfectly made for who I am today, right? If she wasn't so religious focused, and if you're not gonna buy God, I don't know you, like, fuck you type of mentality, right? Never even been talked as a child, right? Like, it creates a space to think of yourself in relationship with God. Yeah, I hated Sunday school. There was a time that I hated everything, especially in my early spiritual awakening. But like right now, like, I think about it, like, even just in this moment, if she was like cuddling and loving type of mother, I would be depending on her. But I started depending on myself at a very young age, right? Especially, man, I don't remember Tai actually that much. After he left, yeah, that's it. It's like, that's why I am the way I am. Strong, confident, independent, self-analysis, self-critic. So is wanting the cause of our problems? Because if it is, we need to heal ourselves, because that is the core of our being. Because if you don't know how to want, if you don't want, you're dead. You're like in a vegetative state, basically. You might be moving, right? Because the organ has this intelligent power that it would work. It would work without the mind. So then, if what I want is the driving point of who I am meant to be, I don't see any better work or anything that I should sacrifice in this world other than that, including my mother, my father, it's like anyone. Because at the end of the day, whoever, we're all gonna die. So what doesn't die is what we leave behind. And what you're supposed to meant to leave behind is what you want. Because wanting is the key and the motivation to help you keep going. People, what was it? I heard they said motivation is for those without a dream. I was like, what? At first. But it makes sense, because when you have a dream, you don't need a motivator. Yes, you can learn, motivation can help you, boost your current, whatever. If you wake up, let's say, in the wrong bed, or like in the middle, it's like the body gets tired. It's like understanding that part of our biology as well. What part of the day are you your best? Most people are active and aware, ready to go in the morning. I'm the total opposite. It's like, I'm up, but I don't want to do nothing until like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. I would have my breakfast, my juices, my routines, and everything. But after my yoga and my morning walk or my morning exercise, I rather sit. I just sit. It's like somebody said that. Just sit, just be. That's my favorite thing. I'm gonna be up, or like my preference hours to work is between 2 p.m. and 6-7 p.m. Right? So it's like 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7. That's like 6 hours of my day. That's good enough, for a wealthy person to work. Because I can write a lot in 6 hours. And that's what makes me money. So what was the problem then with the whole publishing, blah, blah, blah? I think I got lost in the middle thinking, perhaps you're not interested in Tia because it's stretching you out. You have to focus on one thing right now.